Anyway, we're here, we're ready. This is the Ice Elements qualifying tournament we are playing here in the first round. It's going to be quite interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are as well. I'm Gage the Viking. I'm going to be your host today as the only one, and it's going to be a little bit hectic as it was quite last minute, and I'm not entirely sure the order of things that we're going to go with, but we'll just wing it and see what happens. And we're into the first game on Bind, like I said, and hopefully the team names are correct at the top of your screen. They should be. I have practiced this before and it should be correct. I guess we'll see once we get into the game. A little bit about the draft. Interesting to me that both teams actually have a Sage. I mean, we have seen a little bit of resurgence of Sage, at least I have. Okay, let me check. Yeah, we should be good. The text might look a little bit 144p, but there's nothing I could really do about that, so I apologise. We are coming here into Bind. Yeah, Sage on both teams. I think we've seen quite a resurgence of Sage, at least in the scrims that I've been casting. So it's going to be quite interesting to see where they come into play on this map. They are going to be playing A quite passively. I wonder what the utility they're going to get at the start of the round. Just one slow. Lots of ghosts on the board and a lot of light armor. Kind of lacking utility, both of these teams seem, it seems. And it looks like Mix are going to try and come over here towards the B side of the map for this first pistol round. Throwing some lineups over here towards long, seeing if they can spot anyone out with these reveal darts. And they've gone straight ahead into Hooker, getting hit by a lot of this utility, already down to 70 HP. He's going to get one-shot headshot. A decent range from these classics. And these guys are just playing quite defensively. They're going to back off. They get smoked. And they just fall back off instantly. Heal comes through, so everyone's going to be up and ready to go on good HP. And there was only one defender. That little bit of noise presence and footsteps over towards A actually baited everyone apart from this Phoenix out on the rotate. He throws down a Molotov and tries to just play for time. Can't quite find a kill. The right click maybe would have been a bit more advantageous to him in that situation. And the bomb's going to go down. Some utility still left over, and they just got this site completely for free. It's already in their favour, actually. Trade comes through. Sky Kitty, and Cams, and then Keizo with another trade. So they actually come through the retake pretty cleanly. And our last guy in lamps goes down to Cams. The wall has gone down, but the defuse is going to come through. There was not enough time. They didn't really have enough time to bait and play for the time on that bomb. The retake just came through so quickly. 4v5, just quick, simple, clean execute. And they don't really have any time to get into good positions. The Phoenix with that one Molotov managed to buy enough time for his teammates to come in and clean up. So we're going to come here into the second round. It actually looks like Nex has already picked up a Bucky, so they might be going for a force buy into this after they planted the bomb down in Pistol. It's not the worst idea. I haven't seen too many teams go for a force buy second round. But I would like to see it a bit more often. You know, like, why not? You've got enough money to buy, you know, SMGs with a little bit of armor, and that's what the enemy is going to have, so why not try come back into this game? Quickly. Full Spectres on side Mix. Dashes come through, some smokes and flashes, and Hertz is wiped off the face of the map by this Bucky. Picks the Spectre up, goes for the double, and he gets it. But in the meantime, Reyna did find a trade. And if you remember last time, they managed to come back into the retake with a one-player deficit and still won. Well, hopefully these guys can defend it again. Well, defend it well this time. Smoke comes through, and they have had plenty of time to get into these after-plant positions. Play for a bit more time, but the one thing I am worried about is this flank coming in from Reyna. Next finds another kill. He's in for 3 this round. Trade comes through and is just up to Khazgar. Coming in for the flank. He sees one guy, the reveal dart comes through, so he knows someone's lamps, and he actually gets the kill. He could have healed there, but he's hopped up enough to feel like he can just use that movement ability and get out of there. He saw Sage a little bit in that corner. He's going to get the timing and find her. That's 3 for him. He's going to be able to heal back up to full HP, but he peeks whilst reloading and goes down. Juzia coming in clutch for his team right there. Wasn't really the hardest thing in the world as his opponent was reloading, so he couldn't really do anything. That was very unfortunate. Some clutch plays from both teams. 3Ks across the board. And Nex just blowing that round open for his team. And that's why you can go for a force buy. Now they have full rifles, but Abkis saved over the Spectre. He's got 4K in the bank. And look at Mix. They have like basically no money. Oh, have I been getting the teams the wrong way around? Yeah, I have. Apologies. Look at Oblige. They actually have pretty much no money at all. I don't know if I have been getting the team names mixed up. I think it was only that one time. Oh well, they're going for a bit of a default here, which is nice. They win that round. They don't want to keep going with this aggression. They don't really have too much momentum. So they're going for these passive plays, waiting for people to overpeak like Khazgar just did. Uncle getting the first kill of the round, taking down that turret with a precise spray from the Vandal, gets it down eventually. Next with another kill over to the other side of the map. They're leaving this round really open right now. The bomb's still down closer to their spawn, so they can go wherever they want. Or just hunt for these kills. Donok with another one over towards Swieca. Maybe Sky might be able to find something here with this classic, but he's basically got no chance coming into this round. He's getting flanked. They do see him and he gets headshot. And a very clean, flawless round coming through there. Only Jet with any significant damage taken. So that's very minimal amounts of armor they've got to rebuy, and their money is looking clean. Swieca has 6.6k and pretty much 4 to 5k across the board for everyone else. CovidOblige need to kind of come into this round with 4 rifles, do something here. They need to win this. They need to take this round because this economy is pretty much out of hand at the moment. They need to take down some of these weapons because these rounds they have been winning the previous one without anyone going down, obviously. That's just going to inflate their economy even more. It looks like they might be going for... No, they're just going for an early war, but with those Sage changes that happened a while ago, Slow Orb comes through, and it did look like Omen pushed straight through that. A nice aggressive play coming into this round, switching up the pace, switching up the pace from last round, and it's going to be Swieca finding another kill, but Cam's with the trade. And the bomb is still down in spawn, so they've taken this A control, but they're not really doing anything with it right now. They're just playing safe. Maybe it was an accident, though, because we see them going back for it now. Reels come through, they get some information, and Joker next with a kill. Next doubles down with that Phantom. And the site is completely theirs. And we have seen Khazgar go for this flank previously, so they will probably be aware of it, and they are. Swieca with that Phantom that he picked up off the back of his kill with his Spectre is good for that. Not quite flawless. They only lose one guy, though, and they have almost all ults available. Rez is only 2 points away. They have an Empress, a Hunter's Fury, a Blade Storm. All of these things are just so key in winning rounds. And if you look on the flip side, Rez is the only one that is available for Oblige. Oblige. I'm not really quite sure how I'm pronouncing that. I'm just going to say Oblige, because I've been saying that previously, so I'm going to continue with the same narrative. And they're going for a full 5-man group here. I feel like Oblige need to kind of change things up a bit here. They don't have very much money coming into this round, so they don't really have the best weapons in the world. They've gone for a Force, though. They've gone for these Spectres. One Phantom with light armor on Khazgar. Empress does get popped. Next comes in with the Blade Storm, finds first blood of the round, and this site again is completely open. Omen is still here with the Spectre, but he's going to go down to the right, click close range from Next. He's going to look for another one. He finds 3. This guy's just running around the map, fragging out round after round after round. He does go down to Khazgar, who was the only person with the upgraded weapon, but again, he's left in this clutch situation, 1v4. He's in one last round, and he still had good weapons.
Spike planted.
But he's not going to go for it. He doesn't feel very confident. He does have the ability to heal himself, so he could get loads of 1v1s, and he might have a chance, but everyone's just rushing him down right now. So the chances are looking pretty slim for him. He's gone for the save anyway, and Joker is not going to allow that to happen, hunting him down. Their money is just so through the roof right now, they can afford to hunt anyone who decides they want to try and save that gun. Like, everybody coming into this round was on max cash, I think. So they are looking quite happy for the foreseeable future in this half. They didn't even use all ults. They've still got From the Shadows, they've still got Hunter's Fury for that kind of post-plant position, or maybe just engaging, finding some damage onto a few targets. And Rez still hasn't been used, so maybe by the time it is, there'll be a Rez on Denoink, and it just kind of will cancel each other out, you know. Looks like they're going for a little bit of long aggression here, but it's kind of countered by this really fast hooker push. These guys are feeling confident in this round. They just feel like they can take these Angels without really having to worry. Next with some nice utility usage, getting into these angles. Swieca with the first kill. And Sky, and Next actually goes down. That's the first time we've actually seen him lose the initial engagement. And this is still close. A 3v3. Swieca takes that kill, though, happily. There is no res available. From the Shadows is here. Well, Crocodile, but he's in a 1v3. So what's he really going to do with his ult? It's not going to be very useful in this situation. He just needs to find heads, and he's going to miss. Usually he's going to peek out and just take him to the barbers for a short trip. And he goes down. And these guys are looking quite clean. The money for Oblige is not too hot. They're sitting down around 3k right now. It looks like they're going to go for a force buy again. They do have a run it back here from Hertaz, but he is currently 0-6-1 right now. You know, I'm not trying to hate on the guy or anything, but he's clearly not feeling himself too much in this game, at least. And you kind of don't really want your Phoenix to not be feeling himself, because with this run it back, it is quite powerful, giving you 2 lives in the round, and you want your guy who's going to be fragging the most to be getting that. I wasn't spectating the action over here towards Hooker, but it was a 1-for-1 trade. Empress was popped as well, so he's going to be invis. Bucky is here, though. Although he's going to get hard cleared. Guy's not even going to be able to fire a shot off. Flanks coming in through from Khazgar, but it's probably a little bit too late to do any real damage. He's in a 1v4 yet again. He gets in these advantageous situations with the flanks. I mean, I say advantageous, but he just gets one-tapped, so how much of an advantage really was it? But he gets himself in these quite nice flank positions pretty much every round somehow. I'm not quite sure how he does it. Maybe because of a lack of Cypher and Killjoy on the enemy team to kind of play for that map presence. Either way, they are feeling quite good in this round. Like the flanks are coming through, but his teammates are just dying around him. Sorry, I kind of lost track of thought. Teammates are just dying around him, so he can't really pull anything out of the bag. With these flanks, there's not really anything going to happen with them, though. Running back does come through from Phoenix, and he gets flashed instantly. He can't quite find anyone. Looking for the spray through the smoke, doesn't get anyone. And Jet's actually going to push his dead body. He's going to find this kill freely. Hertaz did get one, though, so it wasn't all for naught. Joker finds one with the Hunter's Fury. And Uncle is just roaming out here towards B. He doesn't find the kill either. That's actually quite nice. Next, in the meantime, though, he's just running around taking duels. Left, right, and centre. It's really what you want your duelist to be doing. And he's going for these one-taps for the style plays, and that's another 3k for him. He's had too many to count at this point, and Joker with the last kill of the round. And this is looking worse and worse, Oblige, right now. They're down, I can't quite see because of lens flare. They're down 1-7, and their money is, again, not looking too good. They need to switch something up here. Go for maybe like a 5-man mid-play. Something like with a low buy with these SMGs, trying to get something in that way, because these defaults that they've been playing just haven't really been working out. They haven't even had time to use all the utility. Res has still not been used. They have a lockdown. That might come in quite key to play for some time and wait for these rotates to come through. But again, it looks like an aggressive mid-peak, but Nex is even more so aggressive. He gets through so quickly. Sky actually takes him down, though, so that's good. Guy's been getting a lot of trades, which is nice for him, but this position is not very good for him. He picks his knife out, and he somehow spikes. He doesn't go down there, and then we see the res come through. He's still on 3 HP, but they know he's in this corner. But that shock that's going to take him down next with another one. He's not going to let death stop him.
One enemy remaining.
And again, there's just someone left in this flank situation, but none of his teammates are there to help him with it. And there's no real advantage to this, because Mix just have the entire site on lockdown, and they're just going to peek out from every angle that they can come from. So the flank's not really going to mean anything. He's going to die 8-1. It's not looking too good for them at the moment. Oblige, that is. They're just not finding these trades. These kills are not finding really much at all. We did see Hunter's Fury actually used last round, and it didn't really do too much. Or was it last round? I'm not quite too sure. It's going very fast-paced. It's all kind of sliding over my head. We do still have a lockdown there, though, and in this full buy round, I mean, I say full buy, but they do have a judge. It's kind of scuffed, really. They've got 1 Vandal, 3 Spectres. Even though they kind of had money for maybe a bit more, they did full buy last round. I mean, I should just spectate Nex at this point. He's just finding these kills, going in quickly with this utility usage from Jet. It is really nice to see how clean and efficient he is with those precision dashes. Uncle finds another kill, but he might go down. Not Uncle, sorry. Sky actually finds him. Uncle does go down eventually to the judge, and it is just Cammy S2K over here on A. He was baited out by Nex finding these initial picks, so he kind of had to stay because he didn't quite know where the bomb was going to end up, and he does end up in a 1v3 for his troubles. He has res available, and he does have people he could use it on in theory, but not really. Oh, okay, bro. I see you have an argument to say in this round. He comes through and just one-taps Omen mid-air. He gets revealed, but there is no Hunter's Fury or anything to kill him. He gets hit with a shock dart. He has a heal available if he wants to use it. He needs to start going now. He gets hit by both of them, and he can't quite find another kill. I mean, it was all for that one-tap, really. That was nice. That was quite clean. I was not expecting that whatsoever. It doesn't result in the round, but still, it was quite fancy. And yeah, I'm just going to stick on Nex. He's running around here. After that clip of the Korean Jet player came out, I've just been really invested in these jet plays. It was kind of when everyone was going around with the satchel charges from Raze with a nice aerial movement. And then everyone started doing that in ranked as well. It's kind of like that. And jet is just so interesting to watch, especially when they've got crispy aim like Nex has here. They're switching up, actually going towards A right now. They don't feel like they need to place a lurker on the opposite side of the map in this round. Dononk with a kill. Actually traded out. Crocodile with one of his own, but Joker is there for the trade, covering his teammates back. Looks like he's going to start the plant. Juzia actually gets one as well. Well, I say that's in a surprised voice, but he's actually getting quite a lot of kills. It is just Sky left alone. Still has lockdown, but he wasn't on the correct site to use it. And again, he dies. Because there's been so many rounds where this lockdown is available, but he just hasn't had really a very good opportunity to use it. Either their buy hasn't been very good, or just something hasn't really been working in their favour. Again, they have a really bad buy. They've somehow managed to have a really bad buy pretty much every round after the first. So they need to kind of work on this economy management and just actually go for full ecos when they need to. So they can afford, you know, these Phantoms, these Vandals, even maybe an AWP if they eco effectively enough. Just haven't quite had that. Crocodile actually goes for a fake TP. I'm not quite sure how that's going to bait out these guys. Nex seems like he's quite a high level player, so I feel like he would be aware of that, and he is. He spams him straight through the smoke. Well, Nex didn't. Winkle did. He's going to get shot in the back. Hunter's Fury comes through. That is the second one that's been popped this game, and we've kind of been talking about these ults not being used. It looks like Cams is just AFK. He has given up.
Last player standing. Spike
And he
planted.
goes down. Herters is left alone in a 1v5, and we haven't seen any clutches from them this half. So I wasn't really expecting him to take that one. It's 1-11 right now. Despite them being at such a huge advantage, it's been expended even more because Cams has disconnected, and he was the best performing player for his team. Which is very unfortunate. But what can you do? It doesn't look like they're going for a pause, so maybe it was a rage quit or something. You don't like to see them. They seem to just keep playing. Maybe they know he's not going to come back. Maybe his entire PC just crashed. Maybe his Wi-Fi cut out. Who knows what's going on with this man right now. But clearly this tournament isn't more important than whatever it is. So we're going to go into this round 5v4. See what happens. I mean, I kind of have my sneaking suspicions, but, you know, it's never over till it's over. Even in a 4v5. Darts are coming through, but that will kind of give him the information that he's close. That actually might take him down, and they actually get first blood for what feels like the first time in forever. Joker actually... Oh, never mind. Teams have swapped. Well, I'm just... very confused. Kazgar actually finds 2, maybe that 3. He's been kind of styling on people in these piss rounds. A shame it wasn't in any others. Uncle finds another one. It is left into a 1v1, and he just finds that crispy clean headshot. My bad, I was confused. Teams switched so quickly, I just wasn't even aware it happened. I was wondering, why is everyone running around with pistols? I was quite confused. Either way, 1-12, they're on match point, and it doesn't really feel like Oblige have any say in the outcome of this match at the moment. They're obviously going to have to force buy because this is the last round of the game. If they lose it, then they are out. So, just going to go for these stingers, these ghosts. They should be kind of spending all their money at the moment. I'm not quite sure why they're not. Maybe they don't realise that this is the 13 rounds. And I mean, to be fair, I have had my fair share of games where I haven't known exactly when it was going to end. Either way, Juicy with the initial kill of the round. And actually, Sage is back. This might be what they need. Maybe he's going to come back from spawn and find these clutch kills. He is the last person alive, so he's going to have to do something if he wants to keep his team in this game. With the classic, he sprayed so they heard him, and he's not really holding any angles, and he goes down. That was very unfortunate. Swieca Mix find that game rather convincing.